My biggest musical inspirations, people I draw from. I like a lot of different music out there. There's some music I take more seriously than other genres. Um, and that's just like a personal preference thing, and also understanding um, what the classics and the greats truly are. And with that in mind, my absolute favorite artist is Whitney Houston, because I do respect a great vocalist. I think the greatest instrument that you can play is the voice. There's nothing like it. There's no man-made instrument that can compare to the sound the voice can make, if used properly, and if you are able to tap into all the many different facets, and it has so many different capabilities. It takes a masterful vocalist to really get into that. And she is someone who went as far as you can go in terms of mastering her vocal ability. And so I respect her so much. And the thing that makes her special is that she had the technical side of singing down pat, but then she also had the God given. And so there's some singers who have the technical down pat, but they don't really have that natural, beautiful sound and tone, or they have the natural beautiful sound and tone but they don't have the technical aspects. But she had it, she had it all, she had both of them. So I love her and I draw from her a lot. And then I also love Stevie Wonder. He's a great vocalist, songwriter, overall musician, and performer. And Luther Vandross is another one. Him and Donny Hathaway have been huge inspirations for me as a singer, and just how to sing, but also how to carry myself on stage. You know, they're gentlemen and they present themselves in a very classy and sophisticated way, and I like that about them. They're very poised, and so I watched them and I studied them as I was growing up, and they showed me how to do this. And then I even, you know, another person that I draw from is Luciano, you know, the Pavarotti. I appreciate opera, and I studied with a vocal coach at one point who was an opera singer. And opera is the most respected form of singing that there is. And if you can sing opera, they say you can sing anything. And I can sing opera. Um, and so, yeah, those are some of my inspirations. People that I miss the most, I feel like we've lost pretty much all the greats. Um, of course, I miss Whitney the most, because I was rooting for her and I was hoping that she was going to have this like massive comeback and there was going to be this triumphant story, for how she conquered everything. But that's not the way it worked out. And that's a life lesson. You know, sometimes things are just not meant to be the way you might expect, and you kind of have to learn acceptance with that. Um, and I've accepted the fact that my biggest musical inspiration is no longer with us, and the gift that she left is something that you just really can't. Um, it's something that you can't compete with, and it's to be treasured. The gift that she left is to be treasured, and it will last forever. And that's what I focus on, is that we have that. And you know, I miss Luther Vandross. That one hit me pretty hard too, because back when I was a teenager, I would go to Blockbuster Video and rent Luther Vandross on VHS and just sit in my room and watch Luther for 4 hours at a time and just kind of study like how he was carrying himself on stage, how he was producing the notes. You know, I watch singers' mouths and how they move, and you know, even where their tongue is in their mouth when they're singing. Like I watch every little thing, and I'm figuring out how do I produce that sound clear and pristine and crisp and everything like that, and sustain notes. And you have to really pay close attention to what these people are doing. And so I watched him and I studied him. And so when he passed away, it was just, and he was young. He was only in his 50s. So that was pretty rough. I miss Luther. And I miss Amy Winehouse too. I was rooting for her as well.